when the home was built in 1801, it had been founded, the property that they put Thomas Jefferson and the Commandant at that time, they rode out here on horseback. So you got to imagine this was nothing but forest. And they rode out here from Washington looking for a place where they would put the home of the Commandants and Marine Barracks, Washington. And they found this plot of land, and they began construction somewhat later. It's had a series of wonderful residents, former Commandants. One of them was probably more notorious than the other, and that was Archibald Henderson. He lived in his house for 38 years. Being the Commandant for 4 years is almost cruel and unusual punishment. There's so much hard work that goes on. I will tell you, trying to imagine being the Commandant for 38 years is beyond belief. He lived here. His children were born here. They got married. They had their own children. His grandchildren played here. And when Archibald Henderson died on the sofa in this house, in his sleep, his children thought they owned the house. And in fact, it took federal marshals to come out here and move the Henderson's family out of this home because they had been here so long. He actually willed the home to his children. So a little bit of history there. There is the ghost that Igor talks about is typically seen up in the very top floor, up in the John Philip Sousa suite. And he shows up every now and then in strange ways. I'm kind of like Igor. I'm thinking that the house is so beautiful now. This long white-bearded Archibald Henderson has spent so much time in this home. May have found another place to reside. But there is history here. Things that we found during the construction were, when they tore the walls out of the basement, they found an old fireplace that when the meals were cooked. They found animal bones in the base of the fireplace. So, it's a real sense for the history. When we crawl around the outside of this house, you can actually see where that window is, where the bricks change. And that's where the addition of the house went. When they built the house, they had a foundry down at the far end, down towards where the old John Philip Sousa band hall is, and they made the bricks. And then they brought them up here and they built the home. And then when they added it, they didn't have those bricks anymore, so we added it. Now, an interesting thing, when they peeled the 30-plus layers of white paint and the 10 layers of primer off this home, which was, you can imagine how difficult that was. It was at the last minute that the barracks came to Bonnie and I and said, and I think it may have been Miss Mary, I'm not sure, the Mary, said, historically, this home was built and obviously the bricks were red. And we think our recommendation is that the home remain just bare bricks. So there was a great, and a lot of anxiety here because once you put this white paint on, this is a different kind of white paint. It's chemically adhered to the bricks. It's infused. You will not get this white paint off again. So we had a chance in a lifetime to change the complexion of this house. Anxiety prevailed in the home of the Amoses. Should we or shouldn't we, back and forth? Called one of the former first ladies of the Corps, said, what do you think? And she said, it's your home, you do what you want to do. I said, thank you very much for that great advice. So now we had an opportunity to restore the home to its original complexion on the outside. And you'll notice it's white. I came to the inescapable conclusion that every Marine alive today on the face of the earth only knows this home is white. If you think the first thing your Commandant is going to turn this home into red, you're crazy. Go ahead and paint it white, ladies and gentlemen, the house is white today. Look, I want to say thank you to a whole bunch of folks, just generally. Thank you for making this. It's a wonderful effort. And it has been spectacular to watch it. When you come in the house, wallpaper's been removed, paint has been on the wall. You'll see, you won't see it. For those of you that have only been in the house infrequently, or maybe some of you that have never been in it, will probably not notice the changes. But we're talking wallpaper that's been on this home for close to half a century. We're talking walls repaired. We're talking new doors. The fact that the metal shield is up there, and you can see those two stars, which I had never seen or never noticed until all the times I've been coming in and out of the front of this wonderful home. You go to the basement, you'll see those brick walls that are down there, the fireplace that's down there. That was all covered up. The home has actually gone through a significant restoration. The main reason it happened, and I'll conclude with this, is the home was sinking. The home was actually falling down, not falling down, but settling. The windows were hard to open, and when they peeled all the drywall off and they opened the ceilings up, this great, wonderful foundation, which you need to see when you go down to the basement, was actually in some cases had water damage, water intrusion into the bricks and into the mortar, and the house began to settle. So that has all been taken care of. You'll see river stone that is now was the foundation originally with bricks on top. So it's been a wonderful labor of love to watch for Bonnie and I to watch this take place.